Okay, and the next thing I got like 30-cent shots and like fall scents that I wanted to try, and then I also picked up 2 sampler packs, one in House Blends and one in Victoria's Favorites. And I don't have all of those because some of them are for a gift, but so that's kind of all mixed in together here. So we'll start off with chocolate sandalwood spice. And this one's kind of interesting because I definitely get the spice and the sandalwood, but the chocolate is just kind of hiding out right now. It's just kind of an interesting mix of the two. So yeah, I'm interested to see how that one burns because the spice that I'm getting, it's definitely got cinnamon, maybe a little bit of nutmeg. So that one's going to be really interesting. Next one here is Get Me S'more. And this one came out, I think, in February. And it's supposed to smell like a s'mores. And I definitely get like a dark chocolate in it. And then it has a little bit of the graham cracker. And maybe a hint of marshmallow. So, but yeah, this is definitely like a dark chocolate. So it's nice, but it is kind of that bittersweet chocolate rather than like a milk chocolate. Okay, the next one here is Country Fair Funnel Cake. And this one, I wouldn't necessarily say it smells like a funnel cake. It's kind of similar to a funnel cake, I guess. But it's just not very sweet. It's more of just like a savory, deep-fried dough. So yeah, it does smell kind of like that, I guess that batter that's made from funnel cakes, but cooked. It just doesn't, I don't really smell like the powdered sugar, you know, stuff that's on a funnel cake as well. The next one here is Patchwork Quilt. And this one, it's very spicy. It's got some cinnamon in it for sure. Yeah, it's really, really spicy. Yeah, I definitely get the cinnamon, maybe a little nutmeg. Yeah. So, it's just really spicy. The next one is Banana Caramel Cupcake. And this one, I definitely get the banana, and then the cupcake note. It's not the same cupcake that's in Pink Cupcake, it's a little bit different. And the caramel. And this one's really, really good. And I can't wait to burn this one because I really like most of Victoria's banana scents. And this one's really nice mixed with the caramel. Okay, the next one here is Almond Pastry. And this one smells a lot like cherry almond. So, yeah, it just smells like cherry almond to me. I don't really get a pastry note. It's just, yeah, I like the cherry almond scent, so that one's going to be good. Next one here is Country Coffee Cake. And this one is similar to the coffee fragrances. It definitely has that coffee scent in it. But then it's also got that kind of bakery cake note. That cinnamon, like, coffee cake type scent. So, that one's really nice. Next one here is Harvest. And I believe this is a Yankee dupe, but I've never smelled the Yankee fragrance. This one just smells, I think, just kind of like a, like, just fall. That's what this smells like. It's like apple, cinnamon, spices, that kind of thing. So a lot like Michael's or Hobby Lobby or anything like that. That's what that one smells like. Next one here is Amish Quilt. And this one is similar to Patchwork Quilt, but let me get actually. It's just, I think it's a little stronger than Patchwork Quilt is. Yeah, but they smell really similar. So I think that Amish Quilt's a little stronger on the cinnamon than Patchwork Quilt is. Patchwork Quilt has more, it definitely has cinnamon, but then it also has like nutmeg and clove. And Amish Quilt is stronger on the cinnamon, but it's definitely still like a spicy fragrance. Next one here is Blackbird Pie. This one's different. I thought it was going to smell kind of like blackberry pie. But it smells more like, it's almost got like licorice in it. And maybe like a grape note. I really like it though. It's got like a really sweet, almost like a gummy fruit type scent in it. So I really like that one. Next we have Spiced Apple Pie. And I want to say this is one of Victoria's favorite scents. This is the top part that's in the Sweet Treat Hot Apple Pie candle. And this one definitely is just like that apple cinnamon type homey scent, I guess. What do you think of? It's just a really nice cinnamon apple type scent. Like that one a lot. Next is Autumn Leaves. And I think this one is supposed to smell like wet leaves. I mean, it's almost got a scent to it that's similar to like kerosene, I guess, like an oil lamp. It's kind of got like a scent like that. It's kind of strange. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say it smells like wet leaves, but it definitely has that kind of kerosene type smell to it. So it does remind me of being outside. And I guess wet leaves can smell a lot like kerosene whenever they've been sitting around, so it's kind of similar. Lemon Peach Pound Cake Preserves is the next one. And this is a mixture of lemon pound cake and peach preserves. And I get both in there pretty evenly. I like this one a whole lot more than I like lemon pound cake. Lemon pound cake for me just, it smells, the lemon just isn't like a bakery lemon in it. And this one, the peach preserves, really helps bring it through. So I really, really like lemon peach pound cake preserves. It's really nice. It's not quite on par with Singapore Sling, but it's still really good. Buttercream Crunch is the next one. And this is a extremely buttery buttercream scent. Like almost sickeningly so. Really, really, really buttery. And then it's got like that vanilla buttercream type scent. So that one's very buttery. Next is Angel Food Cake. And this one smells similar to Almond Pastry, but it doesn't smell quite as much like cherry almond. Like you can definitely tell that this one is not just straight cherry almond. It's really nice, but it doesn't to me smell like Angel Food Cake because it does still have that cherry note in it. So yeah. Next, Banana Brown Sugar Drizzle, and this one is amazing and really makes me want to try more of the brown sugar scents. I get the banana in there, I get the brown sugar. It's just like a really nice, it's almost like Bananas Foster. It's really, really good, so I'm really excited about this one. Love that one. Pumpkin Chocolate is the next one. And this is a mixture of pumpkin, white chocolate, and milk chocolate, I think. And so anytime I smell a pumpkin scent, I get kind of like that cinnamon note with it. So this one's just really nice. It's got kind of that spicy pumpkin, but then the chocolate is there, but I think it's going to come out a lot more when it's warm than it's right now. It mostly just smells like kind of a cinnamon pumpkin type scent. Next is Baked Apple Strudel. And this one is different from the Spiced Apple Pie. It still definitely has that like apple scent, but this smells more like, to me, smells more like a, not necessarily a pie, but like a strudel. So more of like that kind of apple, like apple turnover or something like that. So yeah, it's still that cinnamon apple type scent. Pecan Pie. This one's really nice. It's got a really, really good pecan scent in it. I wouldn't necessarily say it smells like pecan pie. To me, it smells more like pecan brittle, if you've ever had that before. So it's really, really nice though. Next is Log Cabin, and this one I think is supposed to smell like pancakes and syrup. So I definitely get that yeasty note that's in like Kim's Country Cornbread, and maybe like a hint of maple. So yeah, I think this is another one that whenever it's warm, it's going to smell a little bit different than it does on cold. Brown sugar shortbread. And that's that same brown sugar note that's in brown sugar or banana brown sugar drizzle is in here. This one's really nice too. So it's got that sweetness from the brown sugar, and then it's got kind of a bakery note from the shortbread. So I like that one a lot. Zucchini bread. And I've been wanting to try this one for a while. And this is definitely like a savory bread. It's not a sweet bread at all. It's definitely like a zucchini bread. And you can smell the zucchini in there like hardcore. But it's not really yeasty. It's more like kind of like a baked, like almost like the crust on top of like a fresh baked bread. Really nice. And then Apple Gingerbread Spice is the next one. And this one's got that same, you know, like apple cinnamon type smell. The gingerbread in it, though, I don't know, it doesn't really, to me, smell quite like gingerbread. Maybe it's just the apple and the spice that's in there. And it's definitely got kind of like a spicy bakery type scent in it, but I'm not sure that it's gingerbread. Okay, and this last little bit here is just kind of some more fall scents, and I think some of the ones that were in the House Blends and Victoria's sample packs. The first one is Cinnamon Apple Peach, and this one smells mostly like the peach, and it's just like a really nice juicy peach. Very realistic, I would say. To me, it doesn't really smell like the peach rings. It smells more like a juicy peach. But then it's also got the apple cinnamon kind of in the background. So I really like this one a lot. It's a really good peach scent. Next one here is Green Tea and Cucumber. And this one smells mostly like the green tea. The cucumber is there a little bit, but it's definitely like that very herbal green tea type smell. So that one's just kind of like a nice, almost like a spa scent, I guess. That one's good. Next here is Egyptian Musk. And this one is so pretty. It doesn't smell like your typical perfume. I don't know, it's just really light and really, really pretty. I didn't want to try this for the longest time because I didn't think that I really liked the smell of musk. But to me, this doesn't smell like what most musks smell like. I don't know, this is really, really pretty. If you like anything like Sexy and Stilettos or anything like that, I definitely recommend you try this because it's really, really gorgeous. French Vanilla Pear is next. And this one smells similar to like Honeydew Pear and kind of those type of scents. It's very much like a spring fruity scent, because the vanilla just makes the pear just a little bit creamier. And pears to me always, they don't really necessarily smell like the fruit pear. This is more like almost like a lotiony type pear. Apple Vanilla. And this one is like, woo, green apple. And it's just got a little bit of vanilla in the background. But it's mostly that green apple type scent, which is kind of like a green apple candy. So that one's really nice, if you like kind of that candy apple type smell. Next is Apple Cider. And most of Victoria's cider scents smell very similar to me. And this one I don't really get any apple, it just mostly smells like the cider scent. So, you know, the mulberry cider, the pumpkin cider, apple cider, they all kind of smell similar to me because they've all got that cider note in them. So, yeah, it's just kind of like a like a cinnamon type cider smell. There's not really any other way to describe it. Next one here is spiced pear. And this one, it definitely has that spice in it, and it's not really anything like the French vanilla pear. This one's definitely a fall scent. And it's not really like spiced apple or something, because it is pear, so it's a little bit different than your typical fall scent, but I think this one's still going to be good nonetheless. It's more to me of like an early fall scent than a later fall, but I do like that one a lot. Next is apples and oaks. And I knew I had to try this one because it's one half of fairy ring, the other half is raspberry violet. I really like this one a lot. I wouldn't necessarily say it's got a woody note in it, but there's something in the oaks that just makes the apples just not, I don't know, maybe a little more green. I can't tell if it's a green apple or a red apple, but it's almost like an apple tree, like the entire thing, rather than just an apple, so it's really nice. Next one here is Fair Day, and I got this one because it's very similar to Spellbound, which is one of my favorites. But I think this one has green apple instead of red apple in it, like Mac apple. But it's like that caramel apple smell, and then it's also got, I believe, I want to say funnel cake in it. So it does have kind of a bakery note in it as well. But it's mostly that caramel apple smell. So that one's nice. Definitely like an early fall scent again. Next one here is Grapefruit Peppermint, and this one is very different from most of the ones that I have. And this is like, whoo, clear your sinuses peppermint. Because the citrus in the grapefruit just really helps to support that peppermint and just make it a little bit stronger. So if you love mint, definitely go for Grapefruit Peppermint because it is super strong on the mint. And then the last two that I have here are both blueberry scents. The first one is Blueberry Flapjacks. And this one has the blueberry that's in Blueberry Cheesecake. It's a very sweet blueberry. And then just a little bit of the bready note that's like in like Log Cabin, I guess. So that one's nice. And then the other one here is Blueberry Cornbread. And this one's different from most of the other blueberry ones I've smelled. This one has the salty note that's in Kim's Country Cornbread. And like jelly donut and fresh baked bread. That kind of yeasty, salty note. And then the blueberry in it's not very sweet. So I don't know if it's the same blueberry as in like blueberry cobbler. It does smell kind of similar to blueberry cobbler to me, but it's definitely stronger on that salty, yeasty type note. So yeah, so that was both of my July orders for Candles by Victoria. I will probably have a small one in August. She is having a 20% off sale this month, so that's pretty exciting. And as always, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.